Visión comunal, en contacto con las comunidades.
Venezuela in the news. News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Headline:
The Venezuelan government exports shoes to the Caribbean. Venezuela will assume the presidency of the Non-Aligned Movement in September. There will not be a recall referendum this year against Nicolás Maduro. Several shoe companies signed an alliance with the Venezuelan government to produce at least 66 million pairs of shoes during the remainder of 2016, as confirmed by Minister of Industry and Trade Miguel Pérez Abad. The government informed that 3% of the gross domestic product is generated by the sector. According to the official projections, the amount could increase to more than 100 million shoes by the year of 2019. Recently, 20,000 pairs of shoes began to be exported to the islands of the Caribbean. The Venezuelan government has registered almost 200 shoe companies, plus at least other 300 indirectly related firms. Yesterday, more than 1,000 rolls of synthetics were delivered to 396 production units. This industry generates 80,000 direct jobs and 280,000 indirect jobs, with the installed capacity of 94 million pairs of shoes that allow to meet 85% of the domestic demand. Venezuela began to export 20,000 pairs of shoes to the islands of the Caribbean. With regard to the development of the 17th summit of the Non-Aligned Movement, the Venezuelan government will assume the presidency of the bloc currently held by Iran. Venezuelan Foreign Minister Vzla Rodriguez confirmed the information after meeting with representatives of the Troika of the international movement. The diplomat met with Iran's ambassador to the United Nations, Ilham Majouski, and Egyptian ambassador to this organization, Abdelatif Abdulatif. Vzla Rodriguez indicated that details were refined during the meeting in regards to the coming 17th summit of the Non-Aligned Movement to be held from September 13th to 18th in Venezuela. Venezuelan authorities confirmed the detention of 29 individuals related to the smuggling of food and its sale on the illegal market orchestrated from Caracas. More than 500 officers from different state security forces and inspection services deployed to the urban area of Petare, located to the west of the nation's capital. The investigations aim to precise the storage spaces used by these gangs to hide the essential products. It was found that the sale of the food products generates over 500% of profit margins.
Venezuela in the news.
National Assembly Deputy of the Homeland Bloc, Cabello, assured that neither this year, 2016, nor the next will there take place a recall referendum against President Nicolás Maduro. Cabello alerted that the opposition aims to activate the referendum, disregarding the requirements established by the electoral power. The Venezuelan opposition conditioned the dialogue with the government only if the recall referendum against Maduro takes place this year, which violates the rules established by the law on the referendum approved in 2007. The Venezuelan opposition political groups intend to ignore the time required by the law. The Colombian press used the label "the diaper cartel" to describe a group of companies that infringe that country's regulations on free competition to enrich themselves, increasing the prices of their products in a sustained manner during a period of 13 years. Among these companies, there is Kimberly-Clark, the same transnational that fired almost 1,000 employees in Venezuela and abandoned its plant located in the state of Aragua. Kimberly-Clark closed its operations in Venezuela, and several of its managers escaped from the country, not assuming responsibilities with their employees. This monopoly, with offices in 150 countries, was sued in Colombia and Peru when proved to inflate prices of fast-moving consumer goods like diapers that only in Colombia has a market of 2 million infants, according to data supplied by the media Diario El Espectador.
News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. Headline:
The Venezuelan government exports shoes to the Caribbean. Venezuela will assume the presidency of the Non-Aligned Movement in September. There will not be a recall referendum this year against Nicolás Maduro.
Venezuela in the news. News from the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela.
Visión comunal, en contacto con las comunidades.